So, last time when I had Arcade open, I realized that I don't know how to use it. And what I mean by that, I don't mean to say that I don't know how to use the app or the instrument because it's pretty intuitive, even though I've only used it a couple times at this point. But I mean that I'm not a beat maker, and so because I don't make beats very often, uh, like not at all. My mind is not used to thinking in that way, but nonetheless, it's a fascinating concept. I don't think there's a virtual instrument out an instrument. Let me just call it an instrument out there like that. Uh, let's open it and see what it looks like for the first time. So I'm gonna open my first instance that I see VSTI. Yes. Now this is Arcade when you first open. Actually, when I first opened it the very first time, it looked like there was an instrument already open for me to test. But these are the two main sections here. We have the browse section. You can look through and hear all your sounds, preview sounds, such as this, like this one. Okay, so that's hooked, and they have different. These are the kits. So the kits are just these different sounds, and they have different lines. So if we go, I'm in the feed right now. So go to lines, and then you have the different instruments: drip, the '80s, beatbox, virtuoso. That one's actually pretty. They're all interesting. So you can sample each of them, like. Okay. I feel like I should turn this down. This might pop. Okay. Let's see what that does. That is obviously the beatbox. Let me turn it up over here. No, maybe. Let me switch it back. And then turn the headphone down. There we go. Okay. Virtuoso. Okay, so apparently it's different instruments. Now I've set myself a timer, and so in the interest of not spending too much time on that, and then we have loops. I still have a lot more to learn about this. The section I'm interested in, though, is the play section over here, and you can have all kinds of things. It opens automatically to user kit at this point. I could open one of these, but this interests me because they say you can drag your own sound samples, and this is my first time doing this. I'm going to do this, yes, without a tutorial, which is always smart and intuitive, right? Efficient, especially. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Review. All right. Okay, and here we can actually probably edit it. Looks like it's chopped. See. Okay, yeah, we can choose how much. So I'm gonna have it start right there, and then okay, so it's a certain size. All right. Okay, yeah, that's a stop and the start. We can let's see, we can do filtering. Let's see what it sounds like to start with. So I think. It's not too loud at this point. That is me yawning, actually, and it's sped up about double speed. No, I was not trying to make that sample. I just did that in one of my videos. I believe it was the setup for the complete audio interface. It just sounded interesting. So now, let's see. Modifier keys. Okay, and then so that was easy. I feel like I should have one of those buttons that you push. Um, okay, and then it just for fun, let's have it as it normally sounds. And let us review it. Oh, this is real speed, so it's going to be a lot slower. Right there. Okay. It sounds like slow motion, but it really isn't. That's the real speed. So, okay. So this is interesting. So. They seem to do something slightly different each time. But we can hear what it does to one of the sounds that they already have. So let's hear. Let's open. Let's just pick. Well, do you still think about me? Okay, so sample them, and then we'll see which one. Not sample as in record them, but audition them, preview them. Let's see what that one does. Okay. Oh, that reminds me of like Analog Voice. I don't know if you've heard that. My mom used to have this organ that it had that Analog Voice type sound. So, which one was that again? There we go. Yeah, it sounds very synthesized. We can do stuff with that though. Let's see. Okay. Eventually I'll be able to make something nice with that. I think though probably my favorite one was from the Distant Voices set, so I'm gonna pull that up. There we go.
Does it only work with the few keys in the middle?
Right, I haven't explained how this works. If you don't know already, the white keys. That's a good point. The white keys play the sounds. And so this is about a 2-octave range. And then the black keys are what modify the sound, so they don't actually play any sound. So I'll hold this down, and then I'll do this. There's another sound that might actually work better. Let's see. Holistic Kits. Let's try Mists of Time. That looks interesting. Where did it go? It was just there. I saw it and there it is. Okay, let's try that one. So these appear to be like sustained effects with the long arrows. So I think I have an instance of this already open just so I don't hunt for the sound that I really like this sound. Spectral. Okay. And so probably
That's
when
cool.
so probably when we look at this, we'll see that it's repeating only a section of it. You see that?
Oh.
So this is
So does the other one then do the lower section? Repeat the lower section?
it's actually a different performance. I think is. And then the lower one.
No, but the black keys, the different black keys.
What about them?
Like with the one note, does like the bottom one, because there's like 4 of them, 6 of them, 4 or 5 of them.
Oh yeah. That was my timer. So, but ask that again. We'll we'll probably have to do this another
So
time.
so you have the one note, and it has like the sample. So then, like say the bottom black note, does it pick a different section of the sample to repeat, and then the next one repeat repeat the next section up or something?
It's not quite that linear.
Okay.
So these are all long effects, it looks like. So let's see what happens when you do these.
Well, it goes both directions.
This reminds me quite a bit of Form. There's a instrument, a Native Instruments that does this. I think it's a similar idea. I think I've done a video on Form. I'm not sure. Anyway,
So those ones
It's-
down there kind of like sustain it, and the ones up there kind of run the sound on top, like against each other and on top of each other.
they mangle it in different ways.
And the ones in the middle repeat a section of it.
Yeah, those look like repeaters. You could probably even edit what they do. The repeat rate is at a quarter, grid syncing, sync value. My guess is it's synced to the session tempo, which is 120, which is not too terribly fast.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's first look at Arcade. And yeah, I'm it's like I said at the beginning, it's a new way of thinking for me because I don't really think in the I'm more melodic kind of. This is just like these little snippets, and then you can.
And what are those things?
Okay, so this adds. They can do different things. This adds air.
Okay.
Here I got a little more muffled,
Uh
and then sirens is like I think that's like the size of see.
Okay.
And then the reverb, or it could be a very dark reverb, kind of tight.
Like right here.
Yeah. I think that's as good a place as any to stop. Thank
Very
you for
cool.
watching. Yes. And yeah, it's just a really cool concept. I look forward to playing with it some more.